Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to GrowedUpGeek Gaming, your home for narrative and roleplay-focused Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition live play campaigns. It is Wednesday night, which means we are here for our high-level limited campaign, Dynasty of Dragons. Yay! Making it 2 weeks in a row, so we are off to an amazing streak, hopefully to continue. Before we get to tonight's episode, we'll do a quick intro of everybody, a quick recap of last week, and then jump right into our big episode. Yes, I say that every week. We'll start with the intros. I'm Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We are live here on Twitch Tuesday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for Eberron Tranquility's Betrayal, Season 2 of our Eberron campaign, and on Wednesday nights, here our high-level limited campaign, Dynasty of Dragons. Those videos are then uploaded to YouTube on Monday and Tuesday afternoons. You like what we do here, please give us a like, follow, subscribe, high five, fist bump, finger guns. Don't make the finger guns awkward. I'm talking to one of you. Didn't you make finger guns awkward to your partner the other day?
Oh, I didn't realize that you saw that tweet. Yeah, I meant to make finger guns, but instead of the pointer finger, I used the middle finger.
Okay.
And I didn't know why.
Yeah, I was like, what if you made finger guns awkward? I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it like synced up with my friend's mom doing the same thing to her. Everybody different countries.
Verbal communication along with nonverbal kind of gestures failed.
You just snapped across the world at the same time, Thanos style.
Yeah, butterfly effect. All right, enough about me and people who can't do finger guns properly to their partners. Let us meet our cast and pretend that one of them isn't one of those people. Let us start on the end. Nick, tell us a little bit about Banquo and what is Banquo feeling about this whole venture into the Feywild?
So Banquo is the soldier scholar of the group. He is on a mission to find information, and that's why he's sort of joined this little crusade, is because it may be important, but also he's here to learn things. Going into the Feywild is not something he's done before, but he's always wanted to go, and this strange mystery that's going on with what is the name of this town? With this town, he is, yes. Whatever it was. He is very interested in figuring out like what is up with this weird anti-wizard thing, and does it have anything to do with the things going on with all of the Fae, and of course, does it all have to do with the Dragon Vault that we're on the lookout for?
Probably a little bit of all three, but I don't want to give anything away. All right, fabulous. Let us slide over to our Vengeance Paladin, yes? Our Vengeance Paladin, kind of not only, kind of the virtuous and believer of the group, but also somebody who caused extreme havoc at a funeral. No part of your oath against just being disruptive there. Raz, tell us about Daemion, and same question, like this whole thing into the Feywild. I don't know if Daemion's been there before, if it's a pleasant experience. He's looking forward to this.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's his first time, and just can't get this weird compulsion off his mind, both personally and like ethically. It's really messed up. He's watching people go against their own better judgment because they can't seem to control themselves, and it's just been getting worse and worse day after day, and now it's really starting to bother him, and he's trying to find out what he can do to stop it.
All right. And last and not least, Robin, tell us about Tess, and same thing. Her feelings, this Feywild thing, everything kind of a little off kilter. This town to a certain disembodied writer behind the scenes, relatively normal. No chaos, no poor mayorship, no kind of oppression. Everybody's just kind of cool, but just the wizard thing, fair. How's Tess feeling about all of this? Everything seems to be a little more lighthearted since since Thar. But still, a little bit of turmoil.
Yeah, definitely like more lighthearted doesn't necessarily equal like time to react to what happened in Thar. So I got cat hair flying off me. As far as like, hey, the wizard thing, yeah, Faye's right there. That makes sense. Going into the Feywild. This week couldn't get any weirder. And you know, she's very much a proponent of you have a likely theory, follow it until you find a reason that it doesn't work. So she's all right. A lot of people feel compelled. We're right next to the Feywild, and a vault opened. Probably those three things are connected. So yeah, here for my partner would be so disappointed. He's going for a PhD in chemistry, and I can't remember the term I'm looking for. A scientific process of like testing theories and stuff. But
I mean,
that's
it's his degree, not yours. You do you. You let him get that degree. It's his job.
His doctorate.
Yeah,
doctorate.
I mean, good for him. Fuck, man, Jesus. Yeah. All right, that was like a real degree too, not somebody's fake Masters of Fine Arts. But anyway, all right. That is our amazing cast, who I am so blessed to have every Wednesday, and I'm glad they are here. All right, so last week, the party, after a couple of weeks off, began their stay at the Veiled Woods Inn, at the kind of behest of Alice, who was desperate to sell the bar. They got shown to their rooms, had a little bit of downtime, heard I don't know, mysterious, maybe, laughter that kind of set some of them on edge and caused them to investigate, all the while waiting for the once nervous Goliath wizard to return from whatever task he had in town that had him apprehensive. Upon returning, he was very lighthearted and thrilled that he had been taken as an apprentice to who he described as a very great wizard. That wizard sounded awfully familiar to a crazy pirate captain that they had met earlier. Went by the same name. His master trick, as far as the Goliath went, was to set the ship to sea while casting an illusion that made it seem as if it hadn't left the docks. And to somebody with wisdom as their dump stat, I'm sure it was quite the sight to behold, so much so that they could not help in their return to just extol the virtues and the power of Bart the Black, the wizard that the party was dubious of, I think, at best, to describe. And after finding him irredeemably dim, the party retired for the night. At some point, Alice had decided that he was leaving the barkeep, that he was leaving. He was going to the Feywild despite his hesitation, his desire to sell the bar, to make sure that it had a good caretaker in his absence. He had finally maybe given in to whatever internal compulsion had been guiding all of the Eladrin of town to return supposedly to their abandoned, maybe, homeland. And Daemion in particular was concerned about the once hesitant, not wanting to go, and very cognizant of this compulsion almost. Now deciding that he was ready to go, whether the bar was taken care of or not. And Banquo, being very generous, decided that he was going to keep at least an eye on it as best he could, or at least put Alice to ease, right? That was kind of the plan. He just didn't want him to worry.
Yeah, kind of. And, if there's time, I can look into it.
I was like, who's looking for downtime? Let's open a bar. And upon leaving, they offered to walk with Alice all the way to wherever the Eladrin were going. Along the way, they had been told, let me see if I get the quote right. "You cannot go where we go, but some of us are where you are going. Don't get lost. Word for word, they heard that, I believe, 2 or 3 times, including the party's trip through the Vale into the Feywild. And as they stepped into the Feywild, they encountered beautiful, bright, Feywild-esque scenery, as well as an impish little inhabitant of the Feywild who repeated over and over again, short stays empower new Eladrin empires. And as the party kind of set forth and heard this multiple times, as well as what sounded like the barking of almost military orders in Sylvan off in the distance in the woods. And with that, we will pick it up with the party just having entered the Feywild, heard the satyr's kind of refrain, heard the sounds of what sounds like a military operation nearby. And with that, we will begin episode 12, Dynasty of Dragons, A Dynasty Lost Part 2. So the kind of dark, heavily canopied, sun-obscuring walk into the woods of Aglaron kind of proper gives way to a bright and vivid, colorful display that one would expect in the Feywild. You see a little satyr just kind of sitting there, hopping around in a circle, just repeating the same thing over and over again. Short stays empower new Eladrin Empire. Short stays empower new Eladrin Empires. Just going on and on, spinning in a circle. Not so much communicating it at the party, but possibly says this even if nobody's around. What would you all like to do as this satyr just continues to repeat over and over again that refrain? And the kind of distant sounds of Banquo would probably recognize them as what seem like the kind of ordering of troops. One voice speaking, a lot of like synchronized sounds afterwards, as if an army like turning at attention or snapping to attention off in the distance. What would you all like to do?
Yeah, the militaristic stuff is definitely what perked Daemion's attention. Not only is that very uncharacteristic of the Feywild in general, but it certainly makes a whole hell of a lot more sense to him than whatever this babbling goat-hoofed maniac is spouting.
His name is Puck. Have respect.
Goat hoof. That sounds like such a slur. What's wrong with it?
It is a statement of fact, sir.
You cloven.
Oh, I've heard that one in
bastard.
response to slurs before. But yeah, I guess Banquo would sort of slowly move forward and try to kind of not look too aloof, but like be trying to scan to see if there's anyone in the
I don't know, fly
weird
casual.
plants. Yeah.
No humanoids, no, creatures of your kind of stature or anything. Some fantastical, colorful, little kind of harmless creature or perceived harmless creatures. Essentially Feywild versions of normal things that exist in the prime material, like birds just with phosphorescent feathers, toads in outrageous colors that you absolutely do not want to lick, or you might. I don't know what Bank was into. You might.
Drugs.
Con save in your future should you decide to lick a toad. I'm just letting you know now.
If it's not a charisma save, then it's not good enough. And shit takes me to different worlds. But yeah, I guess I would just kind of look to the others for cues, and very slowly move forward, and again keep looking around, trying to see if there's anything to explain his behavior.
If I remember correctly from last time, the sounds that we were hearing were also coming from the east?
As you would kind of walk back to, the west side of the screen, kind of looking in front of you at the road straight ahead, the Satyr off to the left a little bit, and then the road that forks right. It's definitely coming from like in front of you in some general way.
That was a really complicated way to say yes.
I know. Welcome to your DM with ADHD really bad.
I was still trying to do the math on whether
am
it was a yes
am
or
I
no.
over explaining? No, man, keep going. Paint a picture, motherfucker.
This is first time this far from home for sure, and also in a different plane, so she's kind of following the others right now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure things out as she goes along.
As you all kind of hesitantly, or at least carefully, make your way along the road towards the east and the Satyr, he still pays you little actual attention as to acknowledge you, try to look you in the eyes, stop spinning around a circle like a little lunatic. But just over and over again, short stays empower new Eladrin empires.
You think we should talk to him, y'all? This is in character.
Absolutely not.
Should we just walk past him and pretend he's not there? Sorry, go ahead, Tess.
I am compelled to. I don't know that it's necessarily going to give us anything pertinent.
Interesting word choice. Compelled to.
Not like that.
No. Should we murder hobo him or?
What? Hey. No. No is my vote.
There was a pause.
Manny, are you acting out what he's doing?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm not here.
Yeah, yes. Both true. Both. Just spin around. I'd spin around the circle if the mic would pick me up and I wouldn't get caught in my earbuds. But yeah, just dancing around, barely acknowledging you, just repeating it over and over and over again without stopping, changing inflection. Just as far as you know, these are the only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words he knows.
The Feywild education system's a little rough.
Banquo will look over at Tess and Daemion, then look down at his pouch of ball bearings with raised eyebrows, like, should I?
The less we involve ourselves with the locals, the better. There is no way of knowing from looking who here has power and who doesn't.
So I'm just confused about why throwing things at him would be the first response. Aren't you a bard?
I am.
I want to write a song about the time I threw ball bearings at a fake creature. It's called Watch Out for These Balls, You Goat Hoof Bastard.
Jesus.
So yeah, I guess we could just try to bypass him.
Okay. As you get closer, if you do so, there you go. Still no change in anything, not even like trying to get like a quick side eye at you. Spin around the circle, half the time looking up in the air, half the time looking down his feet, making no effort to engage with you at all, and just continues on his merry little way, just dancing around the circle.
As we pass, Tess is just gonna give that kind of like when you're passing somebody else in the street, just like hi, but not really try to engage any further unless he responds.
As you say hi, you catch him like mid verse, like in between empower and new. No pause, no anything that even if you're trying to ignore somebody, just the change of situation might throw you off your game. Nope. just without a break, just continuously short stays empower new Eladrin empires. Just bouncing around. And even as you pass him, just continuing on his merry little goat-hoofed way, without breaking, without stopping, and still without eye contact or acknowledgement of your presence.
What kind of look does he have on his face?
Like an amused one. Like he's having a good time singing this.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This is just how he rocks, I guess.
I want to detect magic item, but I just don't want to use the spell slot.
Yeah. I also have a couple spells that I'm like, what if I just do this just to see what happens? But, those are just spell slots that I might need for danger stuff later.
Yeah.
And they're also like really long shots of things that I could possibly do. So I'm just happy enough to just walk on by.
Yeah, I also think about like lesser resto, but like maybe shouldn't talk to strangers. Definitely should not touch strangers. Yeah, just hands in the pockets.
This is the New York subway, but worse. Like, it's a real weirdos here. Like, don't touch anybody. Try not to talk to anybody. And, like, absolutely don't touch anybody. Like, ew.
Just for shits and giggles, maybe I should cast like a dancing lights to just kind of dance with him and just walk on. And like, I feel like I need to provoke some sort of reaction, but I don't want to.
I need to poke this bear, damn it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, but keep kind of looking back to see what he's doing.
Okay.
Dancing probably.
Yeah, he breaks no stride. Continues on uninterrupted, just as he has as you passed through the veil and first encountered him. Same joyous expression, same little bop in his step, which I hope I've role played well to convey this better than my running last week, which was scary, I'll admit. Yeah, and so as you make it, you pass him, nothing changes about him. The foliage and everything just kind of, it looks really pretty. A stark contrast to the woods before, much more natural kind of typical woods vibe. This looks like a neon forest with a dimmer switch. Like everything kind of gets brighter and dimmer, brighter and dimmer. Like this nice like pulse as the lights of the trees glow and then dim. All the while providing like this cool little disco strobe effect for the satyr as he spins round and round, repeating short stays empower new Eladrin empires. As you make your way past him, you'll continue on. You'll see. All right, this is where it gets complicated.
Okay, I do. This is again like pinboard conspiracy theory. I'm convinced this is some kind of puzzle.
I know. I'm trying to look at the words.
All of the words. All the words start with a letter that lines up to a cardinal direction. So that might be something. SSENEE. That might be something. I don't know if it's something, but like.
That is some serious. Yeah, like I was looking at the letters trying to see if they like lined up to make what's that thing called? An acrostics? But I think what you said makes way more sense.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way through kind of a narrow path, about as wide as the road was, the bright, kind of neon foliage slowly begins to fade and into, while still vibrant purples and green, the bright, shiny, bubbly Feywild kind of aesthetic fades into one occupied by what appear to be large mouth flowers with spiky thorned tentacles just kind of flailing about. Let me put you all on here. And boom. 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 everything's still bright, everything's still vivid. You're minus your goat-legged companion, and these 3 large flowers. From your perspective, you can just kind of see the bottom as it curves up, but the flailing, spiked thorn tentacles, quite noticeable. You guys are really getting the best role play I've ever given here.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing too, man.
Yes. Feywild whack inflatable. Yeah. What would you all like to do?
Are they reaching out into the pathways at all, or are those still?
A couple of them do.
Or do
Just one at the top, kind of this one ever present over the road. This one kind of back and forth, occasionally just kind of at its full extension, maybe just getting a tip out there.
so hard not to make the joke.
I was like, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Just for once in your life. For once in your life, don't.
Give me a sec.
And the marching like sound. Has the direction shifted at all?
Give me a perception check.
Everybody or just Daemion?
Anybody who would like to kind of listen if that was one of your guides getting you through the Feywild.
Bad.
17.
Okay.
9.
9.
9. Banquo. It's still going to be coming from... I was like, God, this is such a fucking DM answer. It's going to be coming from not behind you. And would you get a 17?
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be coming from some point in front of you.
Okay, so still
You have not
in the same.
Yes, you have not passed it.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, people more familiar with 5e. What happens if a familiar in this edition is brought to 0 HP? Is it just they poof?
Yeah, it discorporates until you summon it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any time limit on that? Like, hey, you can't do it for like a full day, or
No, it's a
Spell
spell.
slots.
So
yeah,
yeah,
I think the kind if you don't have ritual
Ritual.
casting, I think that's
I do.
your kind of if you have ritual casting, then no. Like the familiar goes poof, you go, damn, that sucks. Boom.
70 minutes and 10 gold. Was it 10 gold or 50 gold later?
10
Yeah,
gold.
yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And
so-
then you need like a brazier, like a brass or copper brazier or something.
yeah.
yeah, I'm a wizard, homie.
Okay, I know. Like I said, I just know. I was like, I'm just proud of myself that I actually remembered that. For somebody who doesn't know shit about what
that was
players
really
can
good.
do, I was like, that was my ritual casting from when I played a divination wizard.
Yeah, but
Nice.
the whether you have ritual casting or not, though, it's an hour-long cast
Yeah.
minimum.
An hour and
So-
10 if it's ritual.
Right. So it's
Oh, you don't use the
it's more of
spell
a-
slot. Yeah.
but even if whether you use the slot or not, it takes at least an hour to cast. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to do during an adventuring day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use mine a whole ton, so I could summon mine and kind of see how he does on the path. Canary
I mean,
pull mine.
I've always got Thorn, who
Well, yeah, but
is
you use Thorn though.
well, yeah,
Oops.
but it's also very unlikely that anything will ever happen to Thorn unless we do something deliberately stupid, because he can just be perpetually invisible and fly.
Well, but I'm saying like, hey, we cannot be perpetually invisible and fly, so maybe we put something that is not perpetually invisible and flying out of reach through this thing before we go through the spooky plant monsters is my thought.
Oh, you're worried about the plant monsters.
Yeah, sorry, I guess I didn't make that super clear. I get it. They just look worrying, so I kind of assumed.
Yeah, right
better
now
get
I'm trying to
across.
figure out where the fuck this sound that I'm trying to follow is, so I was thinking about a scouting mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was to just activate my boots and fly up like 100 feet or something like that, would I be able to see any more down the path or anything like that?
Outside of these kind of odd little sections, it appears to just be a straight, almost like forest corridor that fades into darkness a little sooner than naturally to kind of prevent you from just seeing straight down to it. It's Feywild.
Yeah. Fey, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of compelled to just keep going straight and kind of try to keep our distance from the plants best we can.
Okay.
What do y'all think?
I think I want to test how dangerous it is first, because if they grab one of us, that's going to be a lot harder to get loose from.
Yeah, I don't know that any of you would be very good in a strength check. If that was what was to happen.
Yeah.
Escaping can also be a dex check.
Either way, I'm going to have a rough time. Yeah,
Well,
Tess will summon her. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say Banquo and I are both fairly acrobatic.
Get you out.
Good. She has decent dexterity, just doesn't have any skills with it. So I think Tess is going to summon her familiar, which I believe I've said in the past is in the form of an owl.
Dope.
And send him flying kind of towards the north edge of the path, 3-4 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And just see if anything reacts to that.
It doesn't seem to be like triggered or doing anything deliberate with the presence of the owl. It seems to be I don't know, feral plant? Is that a thing? Like a feral plant just flailing blindly, unaware of your familiar's even like presence.
All right, I feel a little bit better now. All right, we going?
All right, where are we going? Straight ahead?
Yeah. Apparently, we weren't able to really see anything, so it's more about, what direction does it more seem like the sound is coming from at this point, I guess. East or south, as it were. What do we think?
Down for either one.
Part of me wants to try the southeast thing. But
Yeah.
if we went south twice once, no, I mean, if we went south twice from here, we would end up at the same spot as southeast, unless it's weird Feywild stuff, but also it's just a weird theory. So it might be nothing. I don't know. Do you want to give it a shot?
South?
What do you think?
Well, seeing as neither direction seems better than the other, I'm fine with south.
Okay.
My focus is still right now on listening, so
Yeah.
that may change next decision-making point, but we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
Okay. As you head down south at this kind of juncture of the road, once again, you become this kind of narrow corridor of trees and plants going from not too bright, what appear to be carnivorous plants, but very bright and vivid trees and large beds of flowers. And what appear to be 2 spirit nagas just kind of doing spirit naga stuff in the middle of this very bright and colorful section of the woods.
So maybe we have to go south from that.
There we go. Hey.
We can't go south from here.
Well, in this case, there does not seem to be any choice unless you consider backtracking. So,
Yeah, can I do like some kind of check about spirit nagas and just like, hey, are these things probably gonna attack us if we get too close, or are they chill?
Yeah, a nature check.
While she's doing that, I'd like to backtrack a little bit and just like if I turn
Oh, no.
around. Well, no, because the path narrowed out. Never mind. I was gonna start leaving breadcrumbs, but it's a little late for that. Carry on.
how big are these
Fun.
actually?
They are categorized as large.
I rolled a net 1, so that's an 11.
Danger Noodle, cute.
Huh. Would I?
Nope, rope.
Have I heard any poems about these strange creatures or anything in my bardic college?
Give me what, a history check? Proficient history.
Kind of. Yeah, I'm not proficient. No, actually, yeah, I am. Oh, there we go.
I mean, you're a
There's
lore
no-
bard. I would hope so.
That's what I was saying. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I hope so. Look, I only know things that happen in the last like 10 minutes.
That's,
I was just looking at it and I saw the very low modifier, but it's just because I'm not an int guy, but I still took fucking history because for that exact reason, and I got a 20,
Okay.
so 25.
You would know that initially they have a very long-standing kind of, I don't know, hatred for Yuan-Ti. You would also know that these were creatures known to be experimented on by Fey wizards throughout history, trying to kind of, I don't know, genetically modify them in that kind of way, magically, make them more inherently stronger, and perhaps turn them to their, subservience, that the wizards of Fey would control them.
Oh, you said Fey.
Yeah. Yeah, not they.
Which
No,
is
I thought you said Fey wizards.
Oh,
I
no,
did
Fey.
too.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Fey wizards.
I knew what you said.
Would I know if? Well, I guess you already answered that. Yeah. What do y'all think? Just try to go around them like they're just traffic, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on him, man.
Yeah.
Big snake.
Can I,
Sup?
since we're just kind of, Daemion's mentioned a couple times he wants to keep an ear out. Can my owl make a perception check to kind of listen out for the soldier noises?
Yes.
Because owls have advantage.
Who has advantage?
Owls
Ooh.
do.
Thank you. Nailed it. Got him.
My dice is rage. Neither of those were particularly good. So that's a 14.
14's the best you got?
Yeah.
The owl, in however, do you hear it like through it using its perception, or do you tell it, hey, where's the sound out? And then it like hoots at you. And so you go, yes, down in a well. We'll get Timmy.
Bold to imply that I know how 5e spells work. It can
My question
communicate
might
with me
imply that I-
telepathically.
Okay. It's
You can choose to perceive through its senses if you want to.
okay.
Yeah. But it's got better senses than me, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you do you, and just tell me what you find.
It does not seem to be in front of you any longer.
Okay. I communicate that.
Does that mean it's behind us now?
In a very
We might have
defense,
been in that
very
direction
defense
before.
department way of answering a question. It is not in front of you.
Path only goes two ways from here, back the way we came and that way.
There is a non-0% chance that it is in front of you.
I walk into the trees.
I Homer Simpson into the bush.
Mhm.
What would you all like to do?
I kind of think just once again, slowly move forward and see if they react. I'm not looking to start a fight, but it's the Feywild. Things that look like they just want to eat you might just be chilling. Things that look sweet and innocent might want to eat you.
I'm gonna have the owl land behind me on Peduncle just to. I feel like snakes and owls probably don't get along super well.
I don't know. Like I said, I tell stories. I don't know.
One of them eats the other. I don't know.
Sure. Like I said,
Okay.
the logic says the food chain becomes disrupted at some point when they are together,
Mhm.
or it
Yeah.
comes like perfectly like it's supposed to. I don't know. It depends on your perspective.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work out when the snakes are this big. I feel like there's been a role reversal here.
Yeah.
They're gonna fly off with him. Ah, surprise, Feywild.
In Soviet Feywild,
Yeah.
snaky
Yeah.
towel.
They're gonna be really upset when the owl just disappears. Like, hey, come back. What the fuck?
Oh no, it's the freaking raccoon with the cotton candy all over again.
Oh no.
You can see, unlike your little sadder friend who you encountered upon entering the woods, these are very aware of your presence, and they sit up quite tall. In fact, have to kind of look down on you, Tess especially. Actually, all of you are kind of short, right?
Well, yeah, but Tess is on the back of a pretty big fucking horse.
Okay, so Tess is still a little bit downward, but not, not like me talking to a child. But they seem, as best they can, to be very aware of everything going on. Non-aggressively, but you are their focus as you do you, and they just kind of sit there and do nope rope stuff. But they're very cognizant of where you are, like at all times as you move about.
Are their hoods flared?
They are.
As I'm moving by, make it very apparent that they have my attention. Keeping an eye on them.
Are you gonna make yourself all big, like nearing a bear?
He too has a flared hood.
I'm a paladin, not a druid.
I wave
Where's my
cape
cloak
around
of
behind his
billowing?
head.
Say what, Rob?
I wave my cape around behind his head.
I just shoot daggers from my eyeballs.
Roll for
I
attack.
see you.
They can almost read like an expression. These creatures seem smarter, or at least a little more kind of aware than your typical beast.
I was just waiting for you to say, seems smarter than Daemion, which would just be par for the course. The only member of the party that isn't is my horse.
No, not to begrudge our noble paladin. I am willing to bet they are smarter than probably everybody here. Somehow,
Smarter than the artificer.
maybe. No,
I'm
not at
challenging
not
them
at 15. No, there's no chance.
Smarter than the average player character.
It's gonna go Tess, Spirit Nagas, Y'all and dunce cats.
Everybody else. Yeah.
Dumpstat.
And horse.
Yeah, Dumpstat. Tess, Spirit Naga, Dumpstat.
And then all the way down here, Will Smith as a fish.
All right.
Right under whale poop. You either know that reference or you don't. I'm not sorry.
You should be.
What I said with my whole ass chest. Yeah, so they're gonna kind of sit there as you move. They move, even so much as to rotate, to like essentially face you. Hood's flare to look as intimidating as possible. And as Daemion makes his way by, I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative as they suddenly turn, like the space in between all the scales like turns this bright, vivid, like red kind of electrical charge through it, and they look like a Spider-Man villain and a snake.
The digital dice, these are not doing me favors today. Good Lord.
Snakes.
Time to show that.
Ooh, not too bad.
Cat tax.
Attacks.
Okay. Tess, what'd you get?
Sorry, I got distracted by cat. 8 plus 3, 11.
11. Daemion.
4.
4. Banquo.
22.
22. Somebody eager to go.
Let's fight.
Banquo was like bringing up the rear, and so he has the most view of things going on. This happened right as Raz was passing by. At least that's how I'm justifying in my head why.
All right, Banquo, you are first to act.
So what are these things like? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna let the dice decide what I do.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, we're gonna attack.
Radical approach in a Dungeons and Dragons game. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah. So he's just going to fuck it, just a regular 4 shots, or 3 shots of Eldritch Blast to start us off. 14.
You rolled a B?
Huh?
There's a B?
Oh, is that 20 on the digital dice? I was like, what the fuck, man? These things have letters in them now? God, way to screw it up. Way to screw it up, Hasbro. So,
You're talking about on the history check.
The screenshot. That's what I was like,
Yeah.
would you roll a B?
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
for
Raz.
beyond.
Yeah. All right, let's get them numbered.
The hit is and this will be on the one closest to me.
Okay.
It was a 14 to hit.
14 does not. It's just going
Alright.
to kind of snake its way by as your Eldritch Blast just kind of sails wide.
The second one was also 14. Third one was a 17.
17 does hit.
Okay. That is 1 success for 10 force damage.
Okay.
Do I have its attention now?
Yes, you do. It is
Then
good.
bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. 3 more shots.
All right.
God, that's another 17.
Okay.
Another 17. Jesus. And hey, there's a nat 17 for 27.
Yes.
So yeah, I had to fire a couple shots wide to recalibrate.
How do you get my measure?
Yeah. And so those last 3 shots will do a total of 10 plus 9 plus 12, 31
Nice.
for 41 for the turn.
All right.
And then he will fly. No. He'll just move wide, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. As you hit this snake, as it's shown its aggression by, like I said, all the space between the scales glowing like this fiery red, like light. It puffs up even bigger. Its hood expands as far as it can, and it is going to chase right after you.
I bet.
Should I?
You better bring that shit, sneaky boy.
Hey, don't bring shit.
As it kind of gets up to you, you can see it moving like in a rhythmic pattern, trying to make eye contact with you, and its eyes beginning to have like a mesmerizing kind of allure to them. And Banquo, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
And here I am away from the paladin for that. Fuck, 13.
That is not going to get it, as it sets in and casts Dominate Person, and you are now charmed.
Okay. That's not a good one to have failed. Oh, no, I can't do that. This is not an attack. Yep.
While the target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it. As long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, you can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious, which you must do your best to obey. That is going to be that one's turn. The other one is going to slide over here to Daemion, and the deep black, or the deep red like energy and light between the scales like slowly darkens and turns this very kind of sickly green and deep black, as this overwhelming smell of like sweet rot overtakes Daemion. And I'm gonna need you to make a con save, please.
Nick, was that facial expression you remembering you have an advantage against charm effects?
No, it was me remembering I have counterspell, but good point.
I was like, no, but it is now.
But my other roll for the wisdom save was even lower.
That was worth a shot.
Yeah.
You said a con save, Manny?
Yes, please.
$10.
Oh no.
I don't think a +5 is gonna help you, but I'm thinking about it.
It was really, really depressing watching that 17
13,
turn into a 3.
Yeah.
6, 13, 14, 17, 22, 28, 36 necrotic damage as the Spirit Naga casts Blight upon you.
Blight.
Even know that
Their
spell.
spell list is pretty impressive. It's nice. All right, that's going to be it for the Naga's turn. It is now...
Sorry, how much damage?
38.
38, thank you. I was like, I don't know, man. I picked up all the dice. All right. Yeah, you're going to feel like cold and weak and just kind of like drained as you take 38 necrotic damage. Tess, it is now you.
Obvious thing that I think she's got to do. Yells out to Daemion, do you need peduncle right now?
No, you're fine.
And then is going to cast a spell magic on our bard to try and shake that off of him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't have it, and then I didn't realize it was 3rd level. I was just looking higher on the thing.
DC 15 intelligence check.
I could do that. Oh, I gotta check into my flight soon. Oops. I'm gonna add 5 to that because fuck that 7. So it's gonna be a 17.
For me? So what? Does that make Banquo save?
It dispels.
Yeah, it dispels.
Okay.
Yep.
Dominate
ends a
person
spell.
is a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thought that might.
Since I was too fucking stupid to counterspell it.
Yeah, it rolled up on you in a very charming snake kind of way. In the Feywild, snake charms you. All right, Tess, very well done, saving Banquo from falling to Sir Hiss from the greatest Disney movie of all time, Robin Hood. Anything else?
No, I don't have a bonus action because my only bonus actions are leveled spells. So
Okay, Daemion, you have the no longer charmed Banquo off. Naga number 2, all up on you. The one that hurt you. Who hurt you? That one, right? Fucking there. That's the one that got me.
Stabbing time.
Okay, I cast stab.
Originally, probably would have gone to help out Banquo, but at this point, I have more pressing problems.
I'm mad.
First, Booming Blade. Come on, is a 21.
Yes.
Rolling my way too many types of damage, which I have to do all separately, and that is 22 damage in total.
Okay.
Do I have any damage resistances that I need to worry about reporting to you?
Charmed and poisoned.
Yep, I don't use those.
Yeah.
Second Booming Blade is a 19 on the die, so that definitely fucking hits. Let's do better on the damage this time, though, please. That is looking pretty juicy so far. That is 28 damage.
Nice.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah.
And then a little sidestep to position myself in such a way to prevent it from getting to my ally.
I'm just gonna step in front of you,
And
bro.
that'll do it.
All right, very nicely done. All right, we are back up to the top with Banquo. Both of your nope ropes not doing particularly well.
All right. He's a little worried about the spells coming off of this thing. And having only just been saved by our artificer's quick thinking, he's going to trade damage for trying to bolster his allies, and he will cast Circle of Power, a 5th level spell that will give me a 30-foot aura, and both of my buddies here will have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Oh yeah.
And as my bonus action, I will inspire Tess and say, "You saved me from the snaky foe. Let's get it done. Let's go, go, go."
Yep. Thanks, Banquo.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
Nice done. Nice spitting of bars. Dylon would be proud. You spit hot fire. I got your little aura up there. I chose green. It seemed very Feywild appropriate. All right. Tess and Daemion, you now have advantage on saving throws. Hopefully that won't come in handy. Speaking of which, that's it for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of which, saving throws. It is now the Spirit Naga's turn. Let's see here now. It is. Oops. This one is going to slide over. And just so everybody can see it. Obviously, I need Banquo and Daemion to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep. I'm rolling it, and son of a bitch. That'll be a 14.
Damn.
Oh, also, if you make a saving throw to take half damage, you basically get evasion for all of the different throws types.
15.
Come on, y'all. What's going on?
And it's not quite as good as evasion because it only triggers if you succeed. You don't get the
Yeah.
half on fail, which
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are going to be lucky. 4, 5, 9, 12, 13, 15. You need to take 20 lightning damage as it casts lightning bolt that just blasts out of the hoods of its head. So
Did either of us pass the save?
No, neither one of you.
Okay.
So that could have been a lot worse.
How much damage was it? 20?
For 8d6. So.
Fuck it. I will. Yeah, I'll hold on to my reaction.
Okay. That's going to be Naga number 1. Naga number 2 is essentially going to slide over perpendicular.
and take some thunder damage.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Let's see, what's that? 3d8 at this level.
Ooh. Spicy.
18.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay. As the booming blade hits, as it moves, you're going to see it just kind of like a disconnect suddenly in its head and go from this, what seemed to be an intelligent, calculating creature to just this vengeful beast. And it is going to cast Lightning Bolt, knowing in its direction will be its companion, its mate. Who knows? You guys didn't want backstory.
Did it leave my reach? The odd sizing of the token is...
Yeah, I would say it literally just slid over. So if it wasn't in your reach, before it slid.
Well, it was in my reach. I literally just hit it with a sword.
Okay. No, it didn't leave it. Like I said, it just literally kind of sidewindered over. All right. I need dexterity saving throw once again from Daemion and Banquo, and from the other Naga as well.
Oh, and I had just barely passed my con save.
Mother of God!
Woo! All right.
You have advantage.
I
only see
rolled
the
with
4.
advantage.
Oh,
that was both of them.
God damn! I got an 18 on mine.
Okay. Banquo is gonna pass. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and say Daemion, no.
No.
Okay. Let's see. 7, 10, 11, 16, 18, 21, 27 to those who failed, 13 to those who passed, including the other Naga, who is going to take a very strong jolt.
And I will take no damage because of Circle of Power.
All right. All right, that's going to be it for the Naga's turn. Both of them not looking particularly well. Tess, it is now you.
Wow,
Oof.
I am now below a quarter of my HP.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. All right. I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. No, actually not. Not using that here. Unless, yeah, that's a good idea. But that sounds
Love
like
that spell, but
yeah, it would be better if I had it up already. Instead I'm gonna cast I gotta do some math. I'm gonna cast I'm gonna scoot forward first. Can I lean off Peduncle and tap Daemion from where I am?
Yes.
Or does Peduncle?
I mean,
Put your foot on the back of his head.
I was like, it doesn't have to be a hand, right? Like, you can just politely rest your foot on his shoulder. Be like, I got you, dog. Boom.
Yeah, that's true.
Or just kick it really hard. You're like, you're welcome.
gonna cast Cure Wounds at third level, which because he gets maximized healing from what I remember, and he gets an extra 5, so that's a total of 34 hit points.
Ooh, very
And you
nice.
can also roll that inspiration if you want, and use that for hit points too.
Yeah, he's looking at you. I'm gonna do that. D10.
Yeah, yes.
Doesn't he just
Still-
get the D10?
Yeah, still doesn't have to be rolled. That's
Yeah,
just
let it
10.
go.
Nice.
Spicy.
So what, 43? 44?
44.
Nice.
Yeah.
That fucking Bard Artifice combo.
Just,
Artifice.
Bartificer.
just like they made it up in the design room of Wizards of the Coast. I'm sure Jeremy Crawford has like, don't let these two classes get together or else this whole thing gets ruined.
Well, not
Chris
to
Perkins
mention
is
the
like,
Perkins.
"Get
freaking,
wild.
not to mention the warlock ability to just give me the maximum
Mm-hmm.
all
That's
the time
true, yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
That was a triple combo.
How much do you want?
Yeah.
All of it. All right.
And I think that is out. The cat is sticking her foot in an uncomfortable spot. I think that's all. Yeah, it's gonna have to be it.
All right. Very nice. Like nicely done, y'all. There's big numbers going around. All right.
Well, you're throwing big numbers at us.
Daemion. The one in front of you particularly not doing well.
Yeah, I'm not happy with any of this. I
Straight up
tried
not have
to
a good time.
I tried to let you fuckers just mind your business. I try all the time to let fuckers mind their business.
I'm
Won't start
absolutely
nothing, won't be
100%
nothing.
oath of stay in my lane.
No. I'm oath of stay out of my lane.
Fair.
There's a difference.
Vengeance time.
Yeah.
Vengeance time.
Or else.
Right. Yeah, fuck it. More blade time. So much blade.
Let's do these one at a time.
Well, that's a 30 to hit.
Yes.
Show me some more big numbers. I like the big ones. Shut the fuck up. 12. 23.
That's
23.
Okay. Describe to me how you dispatch with one of the things you are angry at currently in this moment.
Well, with now the third booming blade in the last 12 seconds hitting this one, gonna finally cut through this fucking snaky bastard, and the boom is gonna send the two halves flying in different directions entirely.
All right. Some of them are going to land like over here in like the nice like kind of flower bed that seems to have sprung up. And then one part's going to get hung up in this purple tree down here in the southeast like corner. Just get all caught up, like all up in here. Just going to get like all caught up in the very thick kind of like shit.
Purple Tree just sounds like a fucking realty company or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking much more of like something I'd buy at the dispensary. Yeah, dog. Let me get some
Mortgage
purple
loans.
tree. All right. So one attack dispatched with this one. Your math says your chances are okay to pretty good of taking care of this one as well.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do to get in a better position than that, so we'll just have to take our chances.
Okay.
See what happens. Oh god, it was on the 20. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
On
Well,
the
at least
bee?
we hit.
Does a bee hit?
Well, no, I meant like an actual just 20. But it, like the die was on the B.
I
and-
hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, look, dog. Like, just give me, just be an RNG without like trying to church it up and be like, hey, look,
Yeah.
we're rolling. No, the fuck, you're not. You already decided I was getting that 6. Stop being a drama queen. Just give me my goddamn 6.
18.
Yes. as the anger flows through you, and you hear the cackling of like an old man and what looks to be like blue force lightning kind of flashing. Yes. How do you dispatch with this Naga?
This one gets an up slash, so both of its pieces just go flying up in the air and back down with a satisfying squelch.
As they
Rictum
hit.
sempra, if you will.
I object, Your Honor. All right, so we have dispatched the 2 Naga. Everybody give me a perception check real quick.
Why, yes, I do, in fact, perceive snake guts everywhere.
So many.
Oh, there's a good roll. Thanks.
Nice.
I got a 22.
Okay. Anybody else? Everybody too huffing and puffing from the encounter?
Oh, sorry. I said 19.
Oh, sorry. 19. Tess?
Yep.
Muted.
I was wondering why I wasn't getting a reaction. Nat 20 for a 21.
Okay.
Nice.
I still got better than you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like for the 21 was where like the things really got interesting there. All right. All of you are going to hear like the cadence of a military order in a foreign language, and it is going to clearly be coming from behind all of you, like to the north.
So that shit, that lightning hurts, my dudes.
Yeah. I was messing
Yeah,
people
you're
up with
telling
it on
me.
the one shots.
Yes, you were.
Do we want to take a little rest here?
I should be able to get us patched up, I think.
I didn't get hit. Up to you guys.
Well, yeah, us being the frontliners, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't go. At least
How-
pretty nimble for a horse.
How you feeling, Banquo?
I'll live. I couldn't take a power word kill, but I'm still pretty close to full. I got lucky
God.
because that second lightning hit didn't get me.
Don't give him any freaking ideas, man.
It's Feywild. I don't need a coherent theme. I just get to do cool stuff.
Word snake.
Oh, they get better.
Yeah, no, if you need to burn any healing resources, go ahead and take them for yourself. I'm pretty close to full health.
Oh no, it doesn't work that way. I'm just doing math. So I'm actually going to cast an Aura of Vitality.
Oh,
That is, I need 4 of them, which leaves me with 6. So that is 12d6.
Damn.
Because out of combat healing is pro. And wow, that lagged like a mofo. Whoa, that dice was breakdancing. You heal for 46 hit points.
What?
Jesus.
That's almost as many hit points as Tess has total.
That's
So like
more
all
than-
of them, huh? Cool.
And
I
that
only
was
take-
just the leftovers after I healed myself to full.
I also
yeah. What's
I
up?
forgot to cast 8 on us at the beginning of the day.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. At second level, so everybody has 5 temporary HP. Just because I just burned a couple of third levels.
Everybody,
Isn't it your hit point maximum goes up?
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was real HP, not temp HP.
Hit point maximum, yeah.
Nice. That is a good spell.
Daemion, you're the only one of us that can't like fly in some way, right?
They can't what?
Fly.
Oh, yeah, me.
I passed one of my experimental elixirs. This one should give you a little bit of fly speed for 10 minutes. It's also a health potion in a pinch. Well, less than a pinch. It's pretty solid. If I'm
All health potions are solid for me.
And then I also have one that boosts AC a little, or makes it harder for you to hit a little bit, keeping that fourth wall nice and sturdy. And then there's also a health potion. They only kind of stay good for today, though. Who wants that one?
I'll take it.
I'll pass that one to Banquo.
It's just a regular health potion.
No, it's a resilience experimental elixir, so that you get 2d6 plus 5
Okay.
temporary hit points, but you also get a +1 to AC for 10 minutes when you drink that. Flight is 10 foot fly speed for 10 minutes, and then the temporary HP of the same amount.
Oh, it's temp HP, so my ability does not apply.
I mean, still in a pinch.
I mean, temp HP has its place because you can still use it even when you're at full health, which is nice.
Yeah.
So do we roll that now, or I guess just when I drink it? Huh?
Yeah, when you drink it.
I mean, if you want to chug it, I guess go for it.
Seems like a
I
waste,
guess-
though.
I guess I don't really need to
Shotgunning
remember. I'll
potions
just
in the Feywild.
need to remember I
Woo,
have it.
spring break.
I've decided that being electrocuted is not as fun as it sounds on paper. Also,
what papers are you reading that makes it seem appealing? Be like, bro, this sounds great.
Yeah, I don't think I've read that one.
Also, I thought the electric eels were supposed to stay in the water.
They're genetic. They're GMO Feywild creatures, man. Like, put those two sentences together, those two words together. That's dangerous, son.
Great, we got Monsanto up in this bitch.
Monsanto dragon. Don't steal its scales. You're stealing proprietary intellectual property. They'll sue.
Fuck this place. I'm out.
Don't let your dragon blow over to the neighbor's yard, because then you'll sue for theft.
You stole my fire breath.
Oh, that's right. You said we hear the sounds again.
It's from the north now.
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, should be so like the way we just came. That's annoying. Fuck this place.
All right. So as you head to the north, the road kind of narrows. You get this smell of like fresh water, a little bubbling, an odd deep croaking sound, and are overwhelmed by the color purple as you come across the road with a pond and 3, and God, I love this name, frog hemoths
Froghemoths.
sitting on what appear to be giant lily pads, just croaking away and tongues lashing out to capture dragonflies that are this big, size of like a falcon, just buzzing around, cattails, all the kind of ecology of a nice little like forested little pond. It looks just like that, just bigger and purple.
So, Manny, we just went north again, like the way we just came from.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking non-Euclidean geometry and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, I don't use this word lightly, but I think maybe we fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
I hate the Feywild.
That is kind of interesting.
You would.
Like,
Do these
just laying
things seem
down
to see
everything.
us?
Absolutely.
They do.
I feel bad.
You know, you just kind of came like near them. They don't seem to shrink away or anything. They are a couple, about 10 to 15 feet, like off of the shore, as it were. Like I said, sitting on giant lily pads. Just the biggest, like freakish looking frog you have ever seen. But 3 of them.
Well, this whole situation kind of fucks with my plans a little. Maybe we should try Tess's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not positive. Like, okay, now I think that we might have to find our way back to the guy, but I don't know how we necessarily do that. I'm gonna start keeping like a little map of like what these things look like and see if maybe there's some kind of logic to it. I don't think so.
Logic in the Feywild.
I think we should not go past these guys because maybe if we go back the way we came, there's like something else now.
Fuck it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, back to the south.
Back
then?
down.
Okay.
South, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fuck your frog hemoths. We out.
Okay. Heard.
I don't have the spell slots for this dude.
We have vetoed your froghemoths.
Okay. You are going to make your way back through the path
Right.
where you can still see the remnants of Daemion's discarded and dispatched spirit nagas decorating the flowers and hanging from trees nearby.
It's just Viscera Garland, okay? Chill out.
I don't know what I don't even know what that is.
Wait, which word confused you?
Both of them put together. I was like, is that a plant?
No.
Oh,
Garlands like Christmas
It's-
decorations, viscera like connective tissue.
got
I
it.
think that's what Krampus does, maybe.
But
To the
I thought you were
west?
giving me like Latin names of plants. I was like, dog, no.
No, I meant it quite literally.
Got it. I was like, I don't fucking know plants, bro. Cannabis. I was like, sativa and
Snake
indica. That's about
guts.
it.
Snake
Can we
guts
not-
on trees. Viscera Garland.
Can we not proceed through the Feywild in a calm and orderly fashion, you guys?
I guess.
You keep using words that don't work here.
I know, I'm having so
Logic,
much fun.
orderly.
I love the Feywild.
Haven't you
Yes.
ever read a book about this
Me
place?
too.
That was Robin talking.
Same question.
I'm having fun. Have you met me? I'm a gremlin. I belong here. I'm home.
Yeah. Good luck, y'all. I hope this dragon thing turns out well. Bobby's staying. This place is dope. Good luck.
All right. Yeah, to the west. To the west.
To the west?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that we even know that is west anymore.
We'll do it.
Seriously,
Well,
fuck
We'll
this
do
place.
it for the sake of the arguments. And as you make your way west down a narrow corridor of woods that shade from these very bright and vivid, warm-colored trees and beds of flower, suddenly you're overwhelmed by purple and what appears to be this odd movement off in the distance
Hey.
as you are once again in a T-shaped road with purple flowers and what appear to be large carnivorous plants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
remember
said-
this one. This is a classic.
It's a rerun. It's a rerun.
Wait, I've
He
seen this
said-
one.
He said overcome by purple, and I swear I thought it was going to be the frog hemoths again. I was going to be like, Manny, you son of a bitch.
But purple this time.
There is a
I
set.
override your veto.
I was like, I'll take a picture of it when we're done. This is probably one of the most complicated bits of design I've ever done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna question it. To the west.
Yeah. See if we can like restart from the beginning and try your thing.
All right.
Yeah.
As you make
Yeah,
your
that.
way west for the sake of arguments, the purple flowers and carnivorous plants give way to a very bright, pulsing color scheme, as well as the familiar sounds of a little goat-horned and footed man dancing as if you had just left, or probably believing that he has not stopped since you left him. Dancing around just as he was before, just as joyous as before. Short stays empower new Eladrin empires.
You guys, it's my favorite time. It's theory time. And let's go south.
All right, Matt, Pat, chill the fuck out.
I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, is it game theory guy?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Before we see if Tess was right, I think this is a good time to take our break real quick in the middle of the show. All right, it is 8:41. We are going to take a very short break, about 10 minutes. Then we will come back and enjoy our time in the woods. To, as always, my players, thank you for humoring me and hopefully having a good time while being frustrated. To everybody watching, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. Hopefully you stick around. We'll see you when we come back. All right.
Oh shit! You were streaming that, reconfessing that crime?
No, no. And anybody who was watching and may have seen it, that was Nick doing amazing role play. It's a role play exercise we do here about screwing over people we don't like. All right. So anyway, non-role play aside, back to role play within the confines of the show, not to cover up a crime. All right. Before we went to break, the party entered the woods. Seemingly meandered around to a very complicated plan that I am very proud of myself for keeping straight thus far, before eventually becoming somewhat lost and coming back to what appears to be the starting point. Their little goat buddy dancing around as if he had never stopped. He probably hasn't. And the ever-present reminder, short stays empower new Eladrin empires. As the party makes their way back here, probably to their slight bewilderment, but hopefully trustful nature. And we will turn it back over to the party. What would you like to do? As the satyr, once again, just going about his day, singing his little song, spinning around a circle.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you all like
Let's start heading south.
Okay. All right. As hold on. Okay, got it. You make your way down into what appear to be almost translucent and like a plastiline giant flora of some kind, maybe mushrooms. Just littering the road, and an odd earthy smell fills the area, and you just see this like kind of face spirit. It has the kind of form of a spring Eladrin, but non like corporeal, just kind of a greenish, fayish glow. As this creature just kind of paces back and forth, seemingly kind of agitated, maybe.
Could I try a nature check to try and get a better read on what she might be?
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the second knowledge check that I've gotten a nat 1 on. I'm not allowed to know about nature.
I was like, but like you rolled a 1 for like what, like 23?
For an 11.
Okay, still.
She's there.
She's there. She's pacing back and forth. And has anybody moved? You just kind of doing one of these, like craning the body to see, or
Yeah.
okay. From where everybody's God.
I was just gonna say I would start moving, but go ahead.
Okay. From where everybody stands, you can kind of see She's slightly like bent over at the waist, eyes seemingly fixed on like the ground in front of her. And she appears to be like gesturing. What would you all like to do?
Gesturing how?
Like you would just having a conversation, like speaking with her hands.
Okay. She's not like trying to gesture us
No,
over
not
to
she's
her.
not like beckoning you over, and for the arcanely knowledgeable of the group, it doesn't seem to be like a kind of a set semantic kind of activity to cast a spell. Just looks like she's just kind of talking with her hands.
Can I use comprehend languages on myself?
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Good call.
And do we want to do like a flyby with the owl and kind of get a read on what she might be saying, or just head over?
I didn't realize she was saying anything.
I don't know if
She's
she is,
muttering.
but-
You just can't hear it from this distance.
What do we think?
I'm kind of thinking just walk towards and see what happens.
I think according to the theory, we should keep going the same direction, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost seems to me like she's not necessarily guarding, but definitely sticking to that other direction. So
Excuse me.
with any luck, it won't matter much.
Yeah.
I will try to keep an ear out as we go by and just kind of get a read on what she's saying.
And as she kind of like paces, and as you get closer, she's using like a high-pitched voice. She seems to be enunciating and using like very like small words. Okay, it's time we stop playing. No, we have to clean up. And as she walks towards you before spinning around to make the other part of her route, she peeks up. Oh, hello. Wow. Are you here to see the child?
Is she speaking common or a different
Yes.
language?
You can see that like she kind of looked at everybody for a second, and eyes kind of roll back to like maybe process like some things, and then began speaking this very like ethereal and lyrical common. If a harp could talk.
Is that another thing that she says, or is that
No, just
narrative? Okay,
yes.
just checking. No, I don't think so. Just crossing through.
Oh, okay. I just want you to, if you do see them, just don't freak out. Like it's very hard on him, and I don't think he really understands. So we just ask people who go to visit him to just be sure to, be respectful. It's not his fault.
Which direction is he in?
He loves to play in these woods, and she kind of looks around, and despite her apparent like nature and origin, he just loves the game of the woods. So your guess is as good as mine. Who knows where he is and what he's doing right now, but he's playing.
All right, well, You guys have any questions?
No.
No.
As always, speaking to anybody in the Feywild is dangerous enough.
Right. South we go again.
South we go again. Oh, and I do tell her I appreciate the information.
She was like, you know, I want to have like a good story for when I see him. But you know, safe travels. I hope he doesn't, you know, pull a little prank on you while you're out there. Just be careful. Don't get lost. All right. As you make your way south through the once again enclosed corridor, as the kind of aesthetic shifts from these large, almost weird mushrooms to just giant leafed flowering plants. And in the distance, you can hear what sounds like the rubbing of like tree bark together. As you make your way and see the large, vivid, bright flowers and what appears to be a treant in the middle of the road. The bark not as vivid and healthy, but gray and dull. The leaves just barely hanging on as it lays on its side.
Can I do a nature check of like, hey, is this like it's hurt, or I mean, with the way I'm rolling, if I know jack shit about tree ants at all.
I don't know. This could suddenly be your thing. You love big treaty boys, and you just studied up on it. Give it a shot. I believe in you.
At 20 for a 30. One extreme or the other, I don't know.
It is dying.
Like old age dying, or like it's injured.
No, like old age dying. It looks like an old like tree.
Mood.
Right?
Yeah.
I let the others know.
When the tree weeps, it's beautiful. When I'm weeping, it's get your shit together, Manny.
So it was short stays in power, so the next path would be east. So
yeah,
I say give the treeling a wide berth and just walk on past him.
Hold up a minute, please. Humor a dying creature and a product of this realm before I return to nurture the future.
I'm listening.
I have just come from seeing the child, and I worry that I do not have a good enough story for him. Please, if you be so kind and have mercy upon a dying creature, tell me a tale, one of heroics and good humor. He loves those two things.
But if we tell you our story, what then will we present to the child?
He's gonna kind of like roll over a little bit and judging by your presence here, I doubt this is the most notable tale you have to tell.
Having heard stories of the kind of things that can happen in the Feywild, anytime an old tome talks of an adventure or story that only has like a passing by in the Feywild, there's always little author footnotes about be careful about the kinds of questions you answer and that kind of thing. It's like the stay out of East St. Louis of Faerun. Like, it's just something that is a known thing, just to be careful with what you answer in the Feywild. And so Banquo is just not going to say anything.
Okay. Rude, but whatever. Dying
yeah.
wishes and all. That's fine. Yeah.
Fuck niceties, man. We have a higher calling than talking to some dying old tree.
Tess, you want to tell a story? I know you do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what stories Tess really has to tell. Like, this is like she looks at the other two. She's like, they're
And they're both
like, I just well, no, it's not even that. It's like she's not even thinking about that because she's pretty trusting. But she just looking at them like they're the ones with the big stories. I just build things. And the other stories that she has to tell from recently aren't particularly good humored.
Yes. Daemion's wonderfully humorous backstory.
Yeah. Does this guy seem like, in his asking, do I get any hint of like he's trying to pull one over on us in his voice? Or is this full on like Treebeard kind of moment?
Do you have like any, aside from, like you just said, the don't go to East St. Louis reference to the Feywild, like basically like shut up, like don't say a damn thing. Anything beyond that in your studies?
Not that I've thought of. In Banquo's backstory, he's never been to the Feywild himself.
Then yes, give me an insight check. If you had any kind of like extensive knowledge of the Feywild, is going to give you advantage.
This is a goofy one, Manny, but creative use of the spell.
In this very serious endeavor, Robin, how dare you?
And comprehend languages, could I make like an insight check trying to read like its body language with like, hey, with my in check of 30 on the tree app? Just like, all right, here's what I think that it's trying to convey right now, like honesty or deceit.
And Tess has no like previous forays into the Feywild.
No, none whatsoever. She's pretty trusting. It's
like twice you've said that.
She didn't think that the child laughing was sketchy, guys.
There's a reason I told you, morons, when we walked into this place to just shut the fuck up, and you still insist on talking to everything.
Tess's job is talking to strangers.
Banquo, give me insight.
13.
Okay. And then you wanted to do it as part of your big number beforehand. A
little. Well, I was just saying, like,
all right,
hey, could I roll something now? Not necessarily the same roll.
You're a wizard. You can recognize, whether you can pinpoint what it is or not. You sense magic, right? You understand it. You can know it. You know it when you see it. It does not. Okay, Banquo, go ahead and give me. Oh, what'd you get? Like 13?
It was 13, yeah.
Oof.
Why are you acting like that's a bad roll?
I mean, like 30s is not unheard of here. So like 13.
Well, yeah,
I'm
when
like, I
we're
don't
really
even-
good at something.
Nobody wants to read anybody.
Yeah.
Fucking bards and charisma
I can't
casters
read the tree like a
everywhere.
book.
And anyway,
Well, I mean, insight's a freaking
I know,
wisdom.
it's a wisdom thing, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because
It's a perception
it
thing.
it looks like it is just this dying tree whose last request is to be like, here's some stories. It doesn't, not like Feywild just go, hey, I'm sketchy, and hold up like a big fucking sign. It's definitely not doing that. But there's no indication that it's, a trickster, anything like that. How to give your Wednesday
actually-
group real paranoia issues. Take them to the Feywild and have them talk to shit.
I do have one. It's not mine. It's my mother's. And I'll like kind of rein Peduncle. If Peduncle is going to keep moving, then I'm going to get off Peduncle for a minute and just tell him a story about Tesserana's mother, Key, who left her home to become a knight and had these crazy, goofy adventures, like some really dangerous, but some hilarious, with this Aarakocra named I need you guys to not look at me silly. I didn't come up with the goofy name, but an Aarakocra who looked like a parrot, and his name was Tucayan Samael. And
Pierce what?
What?
Nick played an Aarakocra.
Oh,
Pierce something.
McCurr.
I was just, yes.
Oh, Pierce McCurr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were going that deep into the channel. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Yep. Traveled with an Aarakocra named Tucayan Samael, and who was a bard and got up to a lot of goofy stuff and a lot of dangerous stuff, and shares that story with him.
As you tell the story, the treant becomes like very interested, and you can even see like, as much as it can, emote a smile and maybe like a chuckle at the end. Tell the child that story. He loves knights and heroics. I wish I would have told him a story that good. And as he does, you can see the last of the leaves like wither, die, fall, and it turned like this very dull and ashen kind of tone to its color.
Either that was a spell I've never seen before, or you just told a story so bad it killed that guy.
I should tell this story more often. It kills.
Vicious mockery. The entire story was sarcastic.
I was kind of having an okay moment over here.
So
Let's keep going. Just getting relentlessly bullied in this heartfelt moment with this tree ant.
Right, look, in all seriousness, though, we talked about this. Any one of these creatures could have ulterior motives. They are clever.
I know. I'm pretty clever too. He wasn't trying to pull something. There wasn't magic in what he was saying. Like, he just wanted to hear a story.
This time.
I'll be careful. I'll be cautious.
East again?
What do you mean
Yeah.
again?
Oh. I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
Well, I mean, we did go east before.
Ultimately, again.
What? No,
I'm not listening. No, you're right.
We just
No.
went south twice.
Yes. Sorry.
Right.
Like I
But
said,
we've
I'm not
done
paying
east
attention.
before.
Earlier
East.
we went east
Yes.
before
Okay.
and wound up in frogs.
As you head out of these large-leafed flowering plants along the road, it narrows once again to a corridor. And as it opens up, it appears to be almost like a mist, but instead of being fine water droplets, It appears to be something larger, but behaving, floating through the air, just as a mist would. And I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I do believe me.
Don't suppose that magic circle's still up.
10 minutes.
Speed
From
walking through the Feywild.
Circle of power, you mean?
That's the one.
from like the combat with the Nagas?
Yeah,
Yeah, no chance.
didn't think so.
15.
Ooh.
23.
Bonus do I get from being next to Daemion?
5.
23?
28.
28.
Oh, I have to add some stuff to this.
Guy makes us use frickin' standard array, and then he says ooh when someone rolls a 15. What a dick.
All entirely factual.
I don't.
What do you
think
mean
there's
you all
gonna
have
be-
a -1 to something?
I don't think there's going to be a difference between an 11 and a 16.
There's
so,
not.
Yeah, so I'm not going to use the
all
ability.
right.
Thank you for the early alert.
So, Tess and Daemion, as you make your way into this particular part of the forest, the mist from a distance has become actually much larger, much fluffier, and much more allergic as the air is filled with the pollen from these purple flowers. You are suddenly overcome with sneezing, so you have disadvantage on stealth checks. And you will take -1 to attack rolls that use sight, as your eyes are watering from being overcome by this just cloud of pollen. Banquo, totally cool. It looks like a concert in here.
This wouldn't be a disease, would it?
I wish I could qualify my allergies as a disease, because, like, real talk. I will say yes for your sake, because I understand the line of question. Yes, it's a minor inconvenience of a disease, but I would say it's along the same lines, because you're not poisoned. Not that would
Cool.
matter either.
Allergies, technically speaking, are a chronic disease.
Like I said, I totally believe it.
Then I'm unaffected.
Okay.
Paladin, baby.
Nice.
Like the only time that has ever come into play in my entire tabletop gaming history.
This is
And
the
it's to not
weirdest
get the
kind of
sneezies.
thing I've ever really run, like a pollen encounter. It actually says pollen encounter on my notes.
Oh
Look-
god, it sounds like every summer in Tokyo.
It sounds like 9 months out of the year in Charleston. Oh my god, it's awful.
Yeah, no, I have seasonal allergies for every season, but dude, the
Oh.
Japanese cedar trees will destroy you. It is so much worse than you will believe.
Okay. Tess, you got the sniffles and a little bit of sneezy action going on? You know, like
Oh, that's right. It was a con save. You made Tess roll a con save.
Yeah, he's been. First he threw the necrotic dragon at us. Now he's throwing pollen at me.
Well,
Murder. Most foul.
And as you begin to sneeze, everybody give me a perception check, please.
okay.
Yeah, roll for my hour too.
Oh, from the 17 to the 3.
Been there, buddy.
That'll be a 14 for me.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, no. 11 and 16 for the owl.
11 and 16. Jesus.
Robin, are you using your headset mic?
Yeah.
Because every time you go off to the side like that, it gets harder to hear you.
Yeah, it should be my headset mic.
What was I saying?
That's what I've been using the whole time.
All
The
right.
electricity's getting stretched out.
Oh, you know what?
It's a longer trip.
Hang on. Because something did just kind of make sense a little bit about why using the mute button on my headset doesn't do anything.
As Tess
Ruh-roh.
sneezes from being overcome by the pollen encounter, take that, Jeremy Crawford. The owl of all people, none of you. Tess apparently is a high-pitched sneeze. I picture.
Yeah, like very like
Rude.
squeaky.
Yeah. I was right. Why you boo me? I'm right. Over the high pitched, kind of, very mousy, but still trying to like hold it in. Like it looks like your ears are gonna explode because you try to hold it in. I would imagine. The owl is going to hear a childish laughter, and Tess, as you perceive this laughter through the owl, it is going to sound like the childish laughter you heard at the at the inn, the Veiled Woods Inn.
That's weird.
They say D&D lets you live out your dreams and your fantasies. I had no idea that was going to be not having allergies.
Right? But man, I'm all about escapism and embracing heroic fantasy, whatever that looks like. As somebody who suffers from allergies, part of me's like, hell yeah.
I spend more money on like Sudafed and stuff than I do on video streaming services. How sad is that?
I mean, I barely profit off of the meth I make from all the Sudafed I buy. Barely getting by.
I don't have time for that shit. I have to take it all myself.
I was like, but when you smoke meth, you have all the time in the world. All right. Overcome by allergies, the owl is going to hear a childish laugh that is going to sound familiar to Tess from the tavern. Aside from that, the pollen just lingers in the air like a very fine yet disgusting antihistamine creating snow flurry.
I think
All right.
I hear that kid again.
Oh god, she's hallucinating. We need to get the fuck out of here before she dies or something. What's
right
next?
here.
North,
I'm
right?
here.
Yeah.
I think so. Let me check.
I'm playing coy. I know it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
As
Northeast is,
Shit. I don't have anything. I don't have like restoration or anything.
Oh wait, can I tap myself with lesser restoration? I have 5 a day for free.
oh yeah,
Does that do anything?
yeah, you take an arcane Claritin, and within a couple minutes you're good to go.
I sneezed so hard that I forgot that I'm a fucking wizard.
It's a second level spell. You can use it as a bonus action. I have the allergy sufferer background.
She kind of do.
Allergic to everything.
Yeah, especially if it comes from a plant. Yes. I almost died in Bangkok because I ate a fruit I didn't know I was allergic to.
Oh.
I never had it before, and it was delicious, so I ate a shit ton of it before I was like, uh-oh.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, I'm in danger, and I don't speak the language.
Right, okay.
Oh,
And it wasn't a hallucination. Same noise we heard before.
Okay.
God. My first couple of days in Tokyo, I had like the worst cold of my life. I had no voice at all. It's like, I know maybe 5 words in this fucking language, and it doesn't matter because no one can hear me.
Oh, no.
Fucking torture.
All right. North?
North.
New?
North it is.
New. As you turn and the flurries kind of dissipate back into the transitional corridor, seemingly from one kind of themed to the next, you begin to hear the military orders becoming clearer and louder directly in front of you. Tess, how long does comprehend languages last?
1 hour.
You hear the
Didn't catch it.
you hear the tail end before actually coming to whatever the next section may be. And you hear the phrase, "2 more turns, lads, and we'll be there. This child will be ours, our homeland reclaimed." And as you make your way, come on, bang, you are going to see a winter Eladrin in full armor, as well as 8 summer Eladrin in very formal military formation as you come up on them. And just as you make your way out of the transitional part of the woods, the winter Eladrin, seemingly in command, is going to snap to, immediately in your direction. And the troops are as well. "You will not deny us our homeland. We are here for the weapon, and you will not stop our kind."
Are they speaking common or?
Yes.
I do, as we're approaching, like relay what I'm hearing to the others, and yeah.
It's a heavily
Okay.
accented common. 2 of you are elf of some variety.
All of
yes?
us.
Oh, okay. You're all gonna recognize it as, one of the more kind of formal elven accents when trying to speak common. It is clearly not their first language.
I'd switch over to Elven. Do we all speak Elven, like all of us?
Yeah, I think it's inherent in the race.
What's that?
Do you speak Elven, sir?
And it's
Elvish.
he's
Elvish,
gonna
yeah.
he's gonna switch. Of course I do. We are.
Easier.
It is just as easy as any other, and he rattles off a bunch of things in probably like 4 or 5 different languages. It matters not to us. If you would prefer this, he's going to kind of look at everybody, kind of put the pieces together. A little myopic in his world view. We have no quarrel with you, adventurers. We admire your tenacity for persevering and making it through the Lost Woods. Not many from the Prime Material Plane make it here. It shows like a real spirit that impresses us. And as such, we do not wish to harm such great and noble adventurers, should you not desire to deprive us of why we are here.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even know you were here. We're just doing our own thing.
Then unless we seek the same prize, I wish you the best in travel, and hopefully, should you desire, a safe return to the Prime Material. Our home is not for everyone.
Can say that again.
Our home isn't for everyone. He's going to kind of look at his guys. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday, so that was a little Drax.
Sorry, my cat's blowing my foot off.
This is an interesting development.
I guess I'll just
ask, are you part of the new Eladrin Empires?
Reclaiming an old one, yes. We return to our homes once we rid our home of the interlopers that have taken over.
Which way are you guys headed?
For that, my lady, I am not entirely sure. For we have come this far through trial and error. I wish it could be for my prowess. The Lost Woods are fickle and unpredictable. Yet here we arrive at our most complicated choice yet, and we fear getting even more lost and not being able to retrace our steps quickly. For we hear another interested party is in pursuit of the weapon as well.
You know who it is?
We believe it to be one of their own.
One of whose own?
The guards.
Well, what do? We stick to the plan? And if so, do we have them follow us? Do we want that?
I'm kind of thinking we don't so much as let them as we do just move about our business and let them figure out what they're going to do. You know, not invite them, but not try to hold them up or anything. They're just kind of like, well, bye forever. Just walk towards the right.
Tess, it's your plan. Comments, concerns?
This is trying really hard to stay tight-lipped right now, you guys. Like, just
Compunctions.
I think
right.
our path takes us east, but I don't know where they're going.
Well, off we go then.
I'll just kind of say good luck to you in your ventures as we round the corner.
And as you do, you hear them barking orders, and they start to move out in twos. Actually.
Oh man, I don't like him.
Split up. Don't go too far. Report back when you find something. And as you make your way rounding the corner, headed east, they all kind of link up and look at you and just seem to be going about equal stride with you. Probably even intrigued by you. And did you just go like hard right, like up and then over? No, indecision, no, nothing. You knew exactly where you were going?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I could try to be tricky and try to be like, oh, I acted like I was making a choice, but I didn't think of it, and I don't really know. Like I don't have any business messing with them, so yeah, I'll just kind of, as we turn towards them, I'll give them all a nod, but the down head nod, not the up head nod.
Very distinct. Two very
white
distinct
people.
I
mean, they are.
As they do, seeing you moved with such determination, they almost seem intrigued. Maybe you know something that they don't, as they make sure to keep pace with you, almost like in a very deliberate manner. Like they're not being cool. They're not flying casually.
These guys obviously know something. Let's just follow them and make it look like it was our idea. They got the sham shield mafia.
I mean, considering their frickin' commander is using them as walking landmine detectors, I wonder how many Eladrins started this little venture of theirs.
Well, we're called the platoon, not the squad.
All right. 1 second. Carry on undeterred.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not stuck in the Lost Woods with you. You're stuck in here with me.
All right. You're gonna carry on undeterred, headed east. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
As you do. All right. Give me 1 second for this. All right. You are going to make your way through the transitional part of the woods to what appears to be a very wide river, a nice bridge, and upon an island in the middle of the river, as well as the middle of the bridge in front of this enormous wooden, very fey structure. They are going to be carrying familiar swords and wearing familiar armor. And as you walk up, they both, straighten their posture, look very kind of official, hands on the hilts of their swords. Hall 2 goes there.
Before I answer, when you say these are familiar, please expand.
They are wearing the armor of the paladins from the 2 dragon vaults and carrying the swords that Tess and Daemion nicked. Yeah? You both nicked one? Okay.
I thought you were saying Nick like me.
No.
I was like,
Yeah,
there
it
you
was
go.
I'm using you as a verb.
Yeah,
I
so
think
did I. I
Daemion
was
didn't
confused.
Steal his. Daemion was granted his. I was like,
Hey, look
I'm
over
gonna
there.
take
Holy
this.
shit. Yoink.
Yeah.
I know, that dude was very insistent.
I will say, like, out of character, I usually play like faces who lie through their teeth, and not playing one right now is killing me. We should probably like get these guys off our tail and be like, oh, it's too dangerous here. You guys should go back or something. I don't know. We gotta get rid of these dudes. But Tess is just like, yeah.
I almost want to just stand aside and see what happens when the Eladrin speak.
And it's just turning everything on its head. It's dangerous to go together. Get lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. What they do is none of our business, but this is a development. And I don't know how to answer his question either. Like, it's not as if my name is going to mean anything to him. But
Mine might.
the armor and sword development is interesting.
Yeah.
I could try and play up that angle.
Yeah. Instantly, as we recognize these as clearly being relevant to our main quest, Banquo is definitely no longer kind of like, oh, we'll see what's in the Feywild. He's like, this is where we're supposed to be.
Disinterested has become interested.
Yeah.
Finally, we get to the good shit. Jesus. Wandering around the fucking woods, bored out of my mind. talking to trees.
Yeah, but how do we see the Eladrin behind us?
They seem to have faded into the darkness as you walk. It's a good couple of minutes, 10, 15 minutes, as you would perceive time in the material plane, he says ominously. Between like one map and the next. So over the course of like the last like 15 minutes of walking, they seem to have fallen off. And because of the way, your perception works over a deep distance from one area to the next, they could be right behind you. They could be like, they could have stopped a while ago.
Okay, I guess we're going to have to talk to these guys.
Yeah, none of our business what they're up to. Fuck them.
Yeah. You fall behind, you get left behind.
I'm gonna send the owl out to like a little ways behind us to keep watch and
Okay.
just within range to be able to communicate with me if it sees anything.
Which is how far?
That's a really good question, Manny. Thanks for asking.
I try.
Anyway, it has to be within 100 feet of me for me to communicate with it. So I guess it's 100 feet behind us, just
Okay.
keeping a better eye than I could.
All right. Are you going to stay put to keep it at its 100 feet as far away, or are you going to like move and have it move with you eventually, kind of making it, depending on how far you move?
I'll give it instructions to fly into range if it sees the Eladrin again. I think
Okay.
I can.
So
Give it-
it's going to hang out, you're going to move, and then if it sees something, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to send it out. It's going to look, give me an owly perception check.
As opposed to eagly.
I wish I could have Eagly. Dad, he's hugging me. Dad, take a picture.
19.
It's going to see pretty far. There are some figures along the road that could be the Eladrin, but they're a little too far off to see. There's just a little bit of movement off in a pretty good distance.
Okay.
All right.
But I don't necessarily know yet.
Okay. All right. And if anything comes of it, I will let you know.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So stands there. Like I said, very, very good posture. They appear to be two very handsome half elves. A little kind of younger than maybe you were expecting. I don't know. That's not fair. I didn't steal your agency. They appear to be very young half elves, like adolescents, late adolescents.
I mean, considering like the other guys were all like dust, I think that's a
Sure.
fair assumption that we
Sure.
weren't expecting
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, we've had corpses and skeletons. So
Upgrade. Hey.
yeah, we'll see. So Daemion's walking forward, assessing his options here.
What was
Probably-
it that he said as we approached?
What's that?
What was it that the guard said as we approached? Sorry to interrupt.
Who goes there?
But seeing now for the third time these distinctive armaments, might be able to get away with a gambit here. And when it gets close enough that he thinks it will be plainly visible, but not so close that it might be thought to be a threat, he's going to draw the other sword, that one that he's been holding on to and say, I'm one who follows his calling.
The one at the bridge, squints and kind of takes a couple of steps forward. The one on the island makes its way, essentially to the end of the land to kind of look. Displaying it out or?
Just holding it in the one hand because I've got my shield on my other one,
Okay.
but not in a threatening manner. I'm not pointing it at him or anything. I'm sort of displaying it.
Okay. As kind of comes forward and looks, you're going to hear very loudly the childish laughter that you all heard back at the tavern and that Tess heard through the owl a few moments ago.
Told you.
And as you make your way with the sword, they're going to, very clearly kind of look at each other. Bring it forth. Let me inspect it.
Fair enough.
And he's going to walk out, and the whole way, right hand is going to be on the sword, ready to unsheath it, with the left hand extended out for you to give it there. Make his way, his arms out.
We got a North Korea, South Korea situation going on. I'll say to Daemion right as he's starting to get close. You answered the call. May none of us fall, and give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay. You hand him the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna take it in his left hand. He's gonna unsheath his. He's gonna look at him, kind of rub them together, and do his best. See if he can find the balance point on both of them. And the whole time he's doing it, he's making sure to be demonstrative enough for the other one to see on the island. And he's gonna put his back in the sheath and really look at it. You're gonna hear the childish laughter again. This time, the deepest and most amused laugh, the laughiest of laughs, if that makes sense. Look, man, laughing hard. Whatever a belly laugh is for a child. Just really going at it, something absolutely hilarious. You can even see the paladins kind of chuckle as the one throws it into the water, splashing. Piss off. I don't have time for this. And then they go back to their positions, and once again, the uproarious laughter of a child can be heard through, just ever present from everywhere, almost booming through the woods.
I'm sorry. Am I to understand that he did that and then turned his back to me?
And then there was laughing.
Because that's how you die.
Yeah. I was just
Manny, could I attempt to cast Mage Hand quick enough to catch the sword, or even get it just as it's breaking water?
How fast can Mage Hand move? Because my man yeeted it.
30 feet, I think, a turn.
Yeah, it can only move 30 feet.
I'm gonna say no. I mean, he chucked it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like, can you catch a baseball like as it's been thrown? No.
Yeah.
It's like
I had
so
to.
unexpected as we get up here and we think he's gonna like do some ceremony thing, and he's just like, damn.
Yeah, no, there's something I've been waiting to do. And
What were you saying, Robin? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give you as he throws it in the water before he walks away. Anybody who wants to like follow where it landed, give me a perception check, please.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh,
13.
Okay.
24.
Ooh.
It's my-
You're all eyes.
It's my sword.
Ah! Oops, hold on. Shit. It's gonna land somewhere like around here.
Good to know.
Yeah. Daemion, I imagine, would be quite interested on where it went. So it's gonna splash, like the shimmery water is gonna hit. It's gonna make that very deep, heavy sound like you threw a big rock into the pond, and they're gonna walk away and return to their positions.
No, they're not. I give them about 2 steps.
All right.
I still have my actual sword, my friend.
Look, bro, I was just carrying this around, hoping somebody could tell me something about it. That's not the only thing
And
I
it's
have.
yeah, no, I'm a vengeance paladin. That guy just chucked my stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, it's literally in the name of what I do.
Revenge for my stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't say, it's not specific. I'm just vengeful. Steal my shit,
So
throw it into the lake. Roll initiative, please.
Yeah, no shit.
Happily.
Hope I at least get to act though.
Oh, bitch.
Oh.
I forgot for a second that I have an advantage. I rolled a 6 and a 19.
Ugh. I got a 9.
20.
22.
Oh, cool. It's in the exact order that I had you written down. 1 second.
So that means I have to go first, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
Even though I'm the one starting things.
I've known you long enough. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
No,
You
I will
shouldn't
not
have
let
done
you.
that.
He's gonna mess you up, but I need to do it too because that's not cool what you did to my friend. Yes. So Tess, you are in fact first to act.
But she's not a super violent person and isn't gonna be the one to pop shit off. These guys are probably pretty hardy. They probably got pretty good constitution. Does the one over on the island look like more of like a frontline fighter or more of like maybe he's got a bow or something?
No, they both have the same sword, and the same really bulky like plate armor.
What the fuck's that fool doing over there? Then I think Tess is going to turn around and just to kind of give us a little bit of cover. Doesn't know if we're going to need it, but it's going to cast darkness behind us, just to make sure that no unwanted fools can see us. It's a 15-foot radius, concentration up to 10 minutes. Let me check range, actually. 60 feet.
All right, so 60 feet, and you want to what? Obscure, like basically the road from the woods.
Yeah, this would be a 15-foot radius, right?
Yes. Okay. All right. Not wanting to pop stuff off and take Daemion's moment, steal the anger from him. Tess, is there anything else you would like to do before your boy goes ham on these paladins?
I'm gonna take a couple steps back. I'm just gonna rear peduncle, like, all right, buddy, let's back
Yeah,
up
man,
a
this
little
ain't gonna
bit.
be fun.
It's gonna be messy.
Get out of the way of the thunder that's about to erupt.
Yeah, it's about to clap.
All right, Daemion, it's your turn, buddy.
So, I never get to do this. Bonus action, Vow of Enmity. Get fucked. And then 2 attacks with advantage. Fuck this guy.
Which means elven advantage.
Yeah.
All right.
Love to see it.
What do we got? We're starting with a 25.
Yes.
Let's see what we can do with that. That's gonna be 17 damage. Any damage types I need to tell you about?
I know.
Second attack. It rolled off the 20. That is so sad. Right, so that is a 29 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. For 18 damage.
All right. Okay.
All right, that's what I got.
All right. Banquo, it is you.
Yeah, seeing that this utter fool just signed his own death warrant, Banquo is going to go ahead and cast Shadow of Moil on himself. And so there will be a radius of 10 feet of shadowy flickeriness around me. And that's my action. I will be concentrating on that. And as my bonus action, yeah, I'll go ahead and put a Hexblade's Curse on number 1 as well.
Okay.
And action, bonus action, that'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. Paladin number 1, enraged by your insolence, as his belief is that he is the true authority. His sword is sheathed, so he's going to reach up with his gauntleted hand and just slam it down into the ground. I need everybody to make a Constitution save, please.
Even me being like up on a horse.
I'm gonna need Peduncle to make one then. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if you're within range.
Sorry about your horse.
Yes, then Peduncle's gonna have to make a con save as well.
It's gonna be 17 for me.
Ooh.
18 for me.
Okay.
11 for Peduncle.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, he's just a horse. He's just a little
horse.
guy. Did you take your +5, Nick?
Mm-hmm. That's what got me to 17.
I'll give you a +5.
Okay, that'll be a 22 then. Oh, Flash of Genius, right?
Flash of Genius, yeah.
Nice.
That's what you get? All right, no, you didn't
22.
take one. All right, so Peduncle fails. Banquo and Daemion pass, yeah? 18s at least?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
That
You-
excites you.
You... Okay. Oh, man. 4, 6, 7, 10. You're going to take 5 thunder damage. Fucking weak.
Sounds like that's not all we're gonna take.
And okay, so Peduncle's gonna take 10 thunder damage. I forgot about that. And then 8, 10, 13, 19. Peduncle's gonna take 19 radiant damage, and you all are gonna take 9.
So Peduncle discorporates.
Okay.
Do I make a reflex save? Or...
I got an 18 on the con save for my Shadow Moil.
You're only, being on Peduncle's back, you're only like 5 feet off the ground, so you're fine.
Yeah. And plus I was like, depending on how you're sitting, you're just gonna kind of fall to the ground and legs hopefully already out.
I mean, squat game ain't strong, is all I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, that's going to be it for that one. The other one is going to get a devious smile on his face. You are going to hear the uproarious laughter of the child as seems to vanish. Only to reappear on the bridge. Devilish smile, much more laughter from behind. And who's in front of me? Tess, I'm gonna need you to make another con save, please.
I am Manny. I'm here to bully Robin.
Yeah. Really gunning for you specifically.
It's what everybody says.
You have 2 like dungeon shits in a row that are like reliant on con saves apparently.
I don't think that far ahead. Like I really appreciate you guys think that I think about that shit. I really don't.
24.
Okay, 24. All right. You are going to take 3 fire damage.
Oh no.
I know. I gotta watch out for these spell slots. Plus, I need you guys to group up for bigger stuff. All right, so.
Oh, I didn't include Daemion stuff, so.
It's gonna.
You are unfortunately out of my reach.
Okay.
All right.
How far is your reach?
10 feet.
Mm.
All right. That is
Doesn't
going.
get bigger than that till like level 18.
My arms get so fucking long.
Well, no, we're talking about auras.
Talking about your reach. All right. That's going to be it for the Paladins. We are back up to the top with Tess.
All right, didn't like that. Wasn't bad. Didn't like it. One sec. Sorry, I'm not used to going into the beginning of the thing. Let's hit. I guess I could give a con save a try. Actually, you know what? They're not very smart, I don't think. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Mind Sliver on the further one from me. And that is an int save of 21.
The one further away from you, the one that just shot at you.
Yeah, I think that's.
Ooh, an intelligence save of 21. Are you serious? There ain't no chance.
That's what I thought.
No, I mean there's a mathematical chance. There's literally a 10% chance. I don't need 2 dice. Not that important. No. Let's see. +2. 1. Carry the 2. 3.
Okay. All right. That is going to be 11 points of psychic damage, and it has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
All right. Ouch. All right. Anything else?
Nobody's really hurt yet, right?
I mean,
So I'm gonna go
Damien's
ahead and,
feelings for
hold off.
sure.
I don't think that's hurt feelings. I think that's angry feelings. I am going to.
Psychic damage.
There's no great. Would this be within your thing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go there because that's not an ideal positioning, but it's closer. What the hell is that?
Me using a measuring tool.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
I was saying, I was like, what the hell is what? What's going on? Oh, beholder, surprise! All right, Tess, is that it?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Awesome. Daemion, boy, chucked your sword, stand in front of you, very much not doing well. What would you like to do?
So we are going to level up to angry level 2 and put our Hexblade's curse on number 1,
Okay,
followed by 2 more attacks.
that's bad.
Spicy Hexblade.
Come on, show me what you got. Whoa, yes, that's what I wanted to see. That's a 19. That's a fucking crit. Goodbye.
We gonna get a little smitey
Good.
smite too?
Oh yeah, no, he's gone. There is nothing left of this man if I can help it. All right, so I need 2d8, 4d8, and then math time. Everyone's favorite part of D&D.
I don't
The
hate
only
it.
part of D&D.
And you can call out numbers if you want.
There we go. That's right, Manny does the cool crits.
Oh shit, I forgot about that too.
So that's right, it's 1, 2, then it's 6, yep.
Hey, please leave one of them undismembered.
Well, I mean, this is only going to hit, the one of them.
I know, just in general in this fight, please leave one undismembered.
All right, rolling dice. +7 is 35 is 40. That is a cool 100 damage.
Well, I would like to go ahead and absolutely give you your well-earned and justified moment, considering what he did to you. So take it away.
These guys have got shields too, right?
Yeah.
They're wearing the same crap. So I like to think that he goes to bring up his shield to block this strike, and not only do I cleave the shield in half, but him as well. He's just there's 2 halves of a really stupid guy in front of me now.
And as your sword gains purchase and you feel that familiar sensation of what it means to cut a humanoid in twain, and as you complete the stroke and it splits, you notice a very knowing wry smile. The laughter fills the area, and instead of splitting into 2 pieces of organic meat, it just kind of fades away into kind of little flurry of lightning bugs. Is that the colloquial for everybody?
Fireflies.
Fireflies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's going to fade away. The laughter, every time you hear it, just keeps getting more and more intense. You can even hear the gasping of breath in between laughs of this child.
All right. Loving that. No, I'm not. I will say, however, that is the first time that I've ever activated Hexblade's Curse and then have it pay off immediately.
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
And like a prominent moment for Daemion as well. It wasn't just, like the city guard who caught you stealing something. Like somebody really pissed you off and it warranted that treatment.
Well, yeah, he doesn't bust out the vow or the curse or anything just on some dude. Like, I think in the entire time we've been playing, this is only the second time he's done it. Because I think the first time would have been on the dragon.
Yeah, probably. I gotta say,
He throws your sword in the water like, you motherfucker.
I'll show you enmity.
I think I have an idea on getting some answers, but I need a little bit of finagling for it. Like maybe some grappling on a guy in a second.
Well, let's see. We still have an attack left and movement and all sorts of fun stuff. So we're going to step through where that guy was a second ago. Juke over here. And make one more swing. Just see what happens. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
All right, and that'll be a much more reasonable 18 damage.
Okay. All right, very nice. You're going to gain purchase. Same, just shit-eating grin. Like me when I play the NPCs you hate. And then the continued laughter of this child. Banquo, it is now you with your little aura and...
Yeah. I'm just trying to measure something out because I had a plan. And my aura is about to drop anyway. Okay, yeah.
Did I mess up your plan?
Just a little bit, but since there's only one target, it doesn't matter. It's kind of a wonky cube, but all that matters is that you can see that I can put a 30-foot cube here of an area, and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern basically just on this one guy.
That's a big cube.
It's a big ass cube.
Which will drop my now useless, what's it called, Shadow Moil, but it'll put up a useful Hypnotic Pattern, and I need this homeboy to make me a Wisdom saving throw. Let me triple check. Wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
Oh no!
And I believe he's still got his 1d4 off.
Okay.
It does.
That will be... You are not going to believe this. So it has +0 to wisdom. Rolls an 18 minus 2 for a 16 and fail.
All right. So he sees a twisting pattern of colors, and he is suddenly charmed, so he might have advantage on that. Actually, I forgot to ask. I fucking planned on it too. If he looks like he's an elf or a fae or anything like that.
Yeah, he already said they were half elves.
Half elves.
Okay, yeah, so he gets advantage on that save.
$12.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he's charmed, and he is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. And I will walk up, and that was my action. So that'll just be my turn then. We can take him hostage or disarm him or kind of whatever. You said that the body of the other thing like disapparated or whatever?
Yeah, into like fireflies.
Did his equipment as well?
Yeah, like the whole thing.
Okay.
Like Thanos, like Infinity, like Infinity War.
He did not feel so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
That would hurt. Like,
And Daemion just like walks right through it to go after the other guy. That's awesome. But yeah, that'll end my turn. I have incapacitated our guy.
Gross.
Solid. Disarming him is going to hurt.
All right.
Fun fact about disarming him.
Do I get to make a save or anything, or I'm just fucked?
I was about to say you just did make a save.
Yeah,
It's his turn.
he
No, it's not.
only
He goes at the end of the round.
comes out of it if somebody uses their action specifically to shake him out of his stupor.
Okay, so essentially,
Until I drop concentration.
Essentially, skip him then. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, because he's incapacitated.
Okay. So can I make a death save? All right. So Tess, we are back up to you. You're mesmerized half elf. The one who got off lucky because he didn't throw Daemion's sword in the lake. What would you like to do as he just stands there? Is he standing there or collapse into like a pile?
No, he's hypnotized. He's just like
Okay.
Yeah, like he can even he can't take actions or reactions, but he still like has all of his AC. He still makes dex saves if he has to make one. It's a weird condition.
Okay.
He can't move though. His
Okay.
speed becomes 0, which fucks him.
I'm just gonna jump over this fireball and hope I land after it's gone.
Yeah, Banquo kind of took care of what I was going to do with my next turn. He's not willing, so I can't do that.
Thanks to your mind sliver, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Sitting here like, do I have to silvery barbs? I did not have to silvery barbs.
Nope. Man, not having to speak with dead kind of bones this. Although Manny apparently planned for that with turning the dead bodies into fireflies.
Yay, they're
Like,
not dead this
no
time.
answers for you.
I didn't even think about that.
We are on a
Yeah.
just an overall uptick here. The city is not destroyed. It is not overrun with undead. It is not under the administration of a complete jackass. The city seems well run. Otherwise, everything goes well, and your paladins are alive this time.
For now.
Man, I hope we're not trending upward just for like a really heartbreaking downward turn, because that would be cruel.
Could I try use? I don't know if this is legal. Could I use Mage Hand to disarm him
Sure.
without activating like the psychic damage?
It carries how much? 5 pounds?
10 pounds.
10?
10 pounds, and it was mithril from what I remember, or not mithril, but it was very lightweight from what I remember.
Yes. So if you wanted to snatch it, right, you can't resist or anything. It's just essentially like how strong his grip is, or incapacitated would probably. Oh, wait, incapacitated would have probably dropped it.
No, not necessarily.
Did
No.
he draw his sword?
He did, yes.
Okay.
He would just kind of be holding it limply at
Yeah,
his
just
side.
loose.
And he's,
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll say.
it's like he's staring at the patterns and mesmerized by them.
I'll say your mage hand could not only, like, if you wanted to, could very much knock it out of his hand, just boom, onto the ground. I would also say that it could carry it as well, like.
Yeah,
fetch it,
I'll
bring it
try
back.
and pull it away and
Okay.
And bring it over to like behind me.
Although, point of order, you said something about mithril, but I thought these armors were the ones that were like ridiculously heavy.
Yeah, I misspoke.
Yeah.
The sword isn't mithril, but the sword was pretty lightweight. The armor is insanely heavy.
Yes. All right. So you're gonna snatch it out of its hand. Do you want it to return to you, or like disarmed, as in just like thrown behind you?
Not
Throw it
thrown
in the
behind
water.
me, but like behind. God. Not thrown behind me, but like within a couple inches of my feet behind me, because like I'm not touching that thing. I learned the first time.
Okay.
Fire hot, ow. But yes, it's behind me.
Dropped or placed?
Placed.
Okay. Your mage hand is just gonna lay the sword down nicely behind you, and then whatever it does after that. Anything else you want to?
Any pings coming from my owl?
Nope.
Yeah, then I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, Tess. Daemion, you've got this mesmerized half elf, this weird laughter, and these shitty grins on their faces. What would you like to do?
No obvious visible source of the laughter, right?
Now, just
Still angry.
I don't want to punch an incapacitated person, but I'm still pretty pissed.
We should get the message, yeah.
I'm gonna tell Thorn to go see if he can find the sword.
Okay.
My sword specifically.
Can you swim?
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean shit to him. He doesn't even have to breathe. He can change into a form that's better at swimming if he has to, but
Okay.
he'll probably not do that just so that he can actually grab the sword.
Okay. Yeah, you give it the directions where to go. Your relatively high perception, your pretty high perception check narrows it down pretty well. After a couple of moments, it comes up from the water, sword in hand.
Good boy, Thorn.
Give the dragon a sword.
They're gonna just fly it back to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just put it away.
Okay.
Allow my rage to subside somewhat.
It's a good thing Thorn found that sword.
All right, Banquo, it is you.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to this guy and start going through his pockets, basically.
Okay.
Maybe I'll like unsnap buckles or whatever on his armor, so in case something happens and we have to fight this guy anyway, like he'll be bogged down by armor half hanging off. But mostly I'll be looking for like anything corporeal, especially since the other guy just kind of disappeared and these things are like ancient society kind of stuff. I'm not convinced that they're really here, so I'm trying to find anything.
Do you have gloves on?
I'm just gonna look at my art. Yeah.
Okay. As you you're touching it with your hands, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. As you physically touch the paladin, it's obvious that something is not right. While the armor looks exactly as it did, or as it does if any of you are carrying a piece, its sensation upon actually touching it does not match what you know it to be. It's not this big, clunky, heavy, thick plate armor. It looks spot on. It's perfect. But as soon as you touch it, it's like spongy. Like the texture of it was a secondary thought to its appearance.
And I'll just kind of like scoff and shake my head, and I'll just kind of look out towards, I guess, the closest discernible direction of the laughter, and I'll just say, and like not even shouting out, just saying like as though it's right next to us, like, "Are you done fucking around or what?"
The incapacitated paladin gets like a wry smile on its face as if you asked a question, while still, kind of like mesmerized. It has like a timely smile and bursts into the fireflies again. And in this very childish voice, they're going to say, "Be careful with your language around the child. You wouldn't want it to pick up words it shouldn't know." Am I done fucking? And you can hear it like noticeably whisper around. How about you come inside and tell me a story?
How about no? No.
I hear
Yeah,
I'm,
so I guess-
I hear I'm quite popular. There are more than a few who seek my favor, and perhaps one of them would be willing to tell me a story.
I just look at my two companions and say, what do y'all want to do?
I mean, I hate it. I do.
Thanks, I hate
But-
it.
We I mean, we have to find it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we have
Yeah.
to.
I mean, I feel like we kind of know what it is.
We have a pretty strong idea.
Yep. All right. On we go.
Really? You're gonna tell me a story?
Yeah, I'll tell you a story.
All of you?
Tess doesn't say anything.
I'll give you a hand writing up the ending to your autobiography.
I am afraid I have many years to live, and we have not even through the first chapter of the tale of my life. Come, just tell me a story, and we can play.
If I'm seeing this correctly, on the right, there's like what, some sort of gate.
It's it's a giant door.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
All right, here we go. Fucking giant, annoying Fey babies.
Babies. You know?
I mean, maybe next week there will be two. Who knows?
I'll draw my owl familiar into the trees closest to the side of the bridge that has darkness cast on it right now. Just again keeping watch, and following us in if shit starts popping off. I don't know if that'll necessarily work, but
it's gonna perch up. You're gonna be able to see it from where you are as it kind of transitions. Very short, kind of gradual thing into this bridge. It's gonna post up and be ever vigilant and just watching along the road as far as it can. Still nothing. No Eladrin, no anything else really to speak of. But it'll keep you notified. All right, everybody else, we going inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you perhaps confidently, or in Daemion's case, I imagine reluctantly, make your way to the door, the laughter is going to start once again. Just an unsustainable pace, just giggling and laughter. It's like, yay, story time. I hope you can tell great stories. I hate stories I've heard before. And just as you reach out to open a very large gate, we'll end it there for the night. Yeah. So Fey Baby is what we're betting on. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
No.
just was throwing words out. It was the same amount of thought as I put into, goat hoofed bastard.
I like that one.
it's-
I gave that one legs. I was like, I couldn't let that one go. That was good. All right. So we have made it through the Lost Woods. Tim and I worked on that together. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. No, I'll send it to the Discord. So yeah, that was exactly what it was. That's why last week when you're like, is it an anagram? I'm like, no. No, that's way too much. No. First letter of everything, cardinal directions.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, well, it's still, I feel like it's still something. Oh, hang on.
So you're like
So-
anagram, and I'm like, no.
So, dude, Ocarina of Time was like my first favorite game ever. So I locked into Lost Woods fucking immediately. The entire time we were wandering around, I was playing a 10-hour Lost Woods theme YouTube video quietly in the background.
Oh, nice.
And then when we got to this bridge, I switched over to the Forest Temple theme because it just seemed more fitting.
I mean, all apt. All right. So
Great
yeah, that
Deku tree.
hey, listen. Navi shows up. All right, so that's been tonight's episode. As always, it is one of the highlights of my week to be able to do this with these amazing people. You've seen them play these great characters. Behind them are even better people. We give them a little chance to say a little bit about themselves. I'll do a little channel business, and then we will get out of here and let everybody continue about their Wednesday evening. Let's start with Tess for the big brain this week. Not the bigger brain from the week before that was just overmatched for my narrative focused style. Dumb it down a week, fine, hit the target. Very well done. I was really worried this was not going to make any sense. I'm glad that it did, and it wasn't too frustrating, because it was really going to twist you into knots, like the way the thing goes, especially when you backtrack. So well done. Tess has made it in here. She has told a story to a dying tree ant and has now been asked for yet another story. You're just going to just tell the Fae like your entire life story along this adventure, huh? Maybe.
Yeah, this one she's a lot more reluctant to. Like, all right, my quest goes to a certain point. I'm 90% sure you're dragon, so like I don't think that I'm telling you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot less trusting about this one. Sorry, Manny.
It's okay. I mean, I definitely have fostered like trust issues throughout the last couple of hours, so fair. And then tell us a little bit about our amazing friend Robin.
Robin is going to San Diego tomorrow.
Nice.
So still has to pack. Yeah. Gonna be nice to get out of the back to 32 degrees of Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm Bard Live Cafe on most social media. My Zoom has currently black screened, so I'm kind of winging it here as far as where to look.
Object permanent.
And yeah, really enjoying this Feywild arc and just seeing the goofy shit. And how much Tess being fascinated by it is just flummoxing Daemion out here.
Can't help it. Awesome.
Yeah.
As always, it is great to have you. Let's start with got quite the arc today, Daemion. You were very insistent about not talking to things. You encountered a bunch of things that did want to talk. You met an army that you've been looking for. A dude threw your sword in the lake. You lived up to your oath. And now you must acquiesce to telling this mysterious creature a story, or at least have the appearance thereof. So how you doing? And then tell us a little bit about our amazing friend Raz.
Daemion was already grumpy. Like this was not a good time. But we got to this fucking bridge, and he tried to be civil and polite. And then they chucked his sword, and then shortly thereafter, they discorporated his horse, and he was done. Done!
Forgot about Peduncle.
I didn't.
Can't just go disconnect.
Yeah, Fedge's paladins probably have a good memory. You're not forgetful. I knew I was mad at something. Fuck, what was it? Oh well.
That is 10 minutes and a second level spell slot I did not want to fucking have to deal with. Now I'm gonna be fucking steedless for a while, and it's very annoying, and it probably hurt, and Peduncle's gonna be sad, and fuck that guy. Both halves of him.
Well, the fireflies that it turned into.
And now we have this fucking laughter that, you know, has been tailing us for a while, and that's just not improving his mood. Just constantly being laughed at is not helping. He's angry, okay? It's not a good time.
It's not the time to be lighthearted. All right, looks like we just lost Robin.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
It was very sudden. I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah, no. They said they were having problems with their Zoom. All right, so let's see if I can kind of make this work without being weird. Probably not. All right, so we'll just do it real quick. All right, Raz, as always, buddy, it's great to have you. I'm sorry Daemion's having a rough go of it. You did fuck up the dude who threw your sword in the lake, so good job there.
Yeah, he has a good track record on fucking up the dudes that piss him off so far in this game.
Perfect. We'll keep it coming. All right. Last and not least, Banquo, you've gone through the Feywild. This is quite the experience. You've done your best to not tell stories. You know better. East St. Louis, yada, yada, yada. And now what may or may not be a mysterious Fey baby wants you to tell a story. Bard, you gonna come in with a banger next week?
Yeah, Banquo is already trying to go over in his head what kind of asshole Feywild riddle this is, where telling a story means you lose the memory or something. Like, again, he knows that Fey things are just weird, and he's trying to think of, like, do I need to tell him just a really boring story? Do I need to tell him a fake story? Do I need to tell him, like, I just need to risk it all and tell him my life story? Like, he's just trying to go through all of the various possibilities and make a pro and cons list in his head as they cross this bridge.
I have very few moments to evaluate my future. And then tell us about our friend Nick.
Yeah, I've been playing on this channel for a year now, and been loving it the whole time. This is what really, all of my like greatest games that I've been in now have been one shots on your channel, or the campaign that sparked from people I've met on your channel.
Awesome.
And so I just I can't thank you enough for bringing us all together to this place, because this is just become the highlight of my week. And you know, this is, you know, when work is done and food is done and leisure time and all that, like, this is what's really driving my happiness in the evenings.
Awesome.
So thank you for this.
Awesome. I loved all of you. All right, I'm going to try to get into frame here. All right, I've been Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias. Thanks for watching. You can catch us back here next week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for the next part of this interesting storytelling, interactive storytelling game. Or you can check us out next Tuesday, also 7 p.m., twitch.tv/GrowedUpGeek for our Season 2 premiere of our Eberron campaign. And we've titled Season 2, Eberron Tranquility's Betrayal. All of our entire Season 1 is up on YouTube. Go check it out. Get caught up before Season 2 starts next week. To everybody who watched, thank you very much. As always, to my amazing group. I love you all. Let me get Robin back in here. Yay! Boom. We're all back. Everybody's not where they're supposed to be, but it doesn't matter.
Not dead yet.
To everybody who watched, thank you very much. As always, to my amazing group, I love you all. Thank you. I hope you are having as much fun with this as I am. And we'll see everybody next week. Always remember, I love Dungeons & Dragons and the people who play it. Thanks for watching. Good night. Let me find the damn thing.